Today's young buyers have a radically different vision of the world. They demand designs that challenge the norm and revolutionize life on board. And it's this hunger for innovation that underpins the existence of Rethink. During our annual event, we bring together brilliant minds to share in a completely new approach to yacht design. This is Rethink's Night Out.
Global warming is happening right now. Last summer, we have seen the hottest summer ever in Dutch history. This is caused by increasing emissions of greenhouse gases. 40% of all our greenhouse gases are emitted by the building industry. Yet, this is what our global cities look like. We see concrete, we see steel, aluminium, PVC, glass, all materials that emit high amounts of CO2 during production. And there's a second problem with them as well, because you cannot regrow them. You can only deplete them. It is projected that within a century, the reserves of oil-based plastics or based metals will come to an end. Also, if we continue our deforestation of our tropical rainforest, in 500 years, all of them will be gone. Thankfully, we also have some good news. In the Northern Hemisphere, we're actively reforesting. Each hectare of reforested land captures a large amount of CO2 in the trees. Then, if we turn the trees into durable wood products, we lock the CO2 for even longer. With the latest generation of wood products, we can actually start building high-rise buildings in wood. This is in Amsterdam, Hotel Jakarta, just opened. It uses more than 2,000 cubic meters of engineered wood, locking away for the lifetime of the building 1,900 tons of CO2. There's a second benefit as well. If you start working with CO2 negative material, such as sustainable softwoods, you start replacing steel or concrete as a construction material, you avoid the CO2 emissions of steel and concrete. This is called, the avoided CO2 emissions is called the substitution effect. So in a building such as Hotel Jakarta, the total CO2 benefit of the substitution effect and the CO2 locked in the building is 4,500 tons of CO2. That is the CO2 emissions of 500 Dutch households. And it does look a lot better too, doesn't it? As a steel and concrete building. At least I think so. Then usually I get a question, oh, but then we have a problem. Then we have to cut all our forests. Really, don't worry about that. How long do you think it takes to produce the 2,000 cubic meters of wood for Hotel Jakarta? Less than 2 minutes. Okay, so you might be convinced. But then it's pine, and pine is not very durable for outdoor use, for example, on your boats. In Holland, we have some very novel wood modification technologies. The best one is called wood acetylation. Developed in the Netherlands, the first factory is in Arnhem in the Netherlands. It's actually very simple. We take the fastest growing softwood species. Look at these year rings, more than 1 centimeter each year. And we give it a very concentrated vinegar treatment. Vinegar, non-toxic, you get the message. Because of this treatment, the wood becomes incredibly stable and rot-free. Very nice for these kind of applications. You like boats, right? Well, try this one out. And then we can look in the surrounding areas. Aquatic environment, for example, boathouses. You can think of the canal lining in wood. You can think of the decking in wood. You can think of the stairs in wood. You can think of the cladding in wood. Even the construction in wood. I know you all like teak. Well, we can give it a teak color. Don't worry about that. Also solved. Let's think a little bit bigger. We can do small boathouses. Maybe we can also go make all heavy traffic road bridges out of wood. This is in Netherlands. This is in Friesland. Instead of making out of steel or concrete, we make it out of the acetylated wood, locking away a lot of CO2 and with a guarantee of 80 years. I would prefer this over a concrete bridge. Then let's look at the Americans. They sometimes think big and bold. They see climate change coming, of course. So with the sea levels rising, they have their Ark of Noah ready. And it's very durable because it's made of acetylated wood. Well, let's think a little bit further. Have you ever thought about giant bamboo as a new rapidly material alternative? Bamboo grows incredibly fast. The Mosu bamboo species grows up to 20 meters high within 4 years. Then it's ready for harvesting. So each year you can harvest 20 to 25% of the bamboo forest. And it grows back very quickly. This is what it looks like. And you can take out the bamboo strips and then laminate them together. The latest generation of bamboo products also compresses the bamboo, making it harder than really the hardest hardwood species available. With architects, you do the hammer test, but come to me afterwards and we slam on it, you won't break it at all. Outdoor application in bamboo are also possible. If you do a heat treatment to the bamboo, you can also perfectly use it along waterways, in civil areas, also boat decks or decking at marinas. But bamboo is mainly known for indoor applications as well. Maybe you've come through Madrid airport, which is coming up right now. You thought, wow, what a beautiful wooden ceiling. It's not wood, it's bamboo. You couldn't have done this with wood. Because yes, bamboo is very hard, but it's also, you can bend it further without it breaking. Thank God it worked. So there are many other things. What I really like now, bamboo is becoming trendy. You see bamboo iPhones, we have a bamboo watch, and even really high-end brands such as Lexus are now adopting bamboo in their interiors for the latest cars. Well, if we can do cars, we can do yachts, right? You like yachts, you like boats? The latest refurbishments in some of the yachts use bamboo flooring, walls, cabinetry, tabletops, and yes, outdoor you can use the bamboo decking. Well, we come almost to the final example of tonight. And I want to take it back to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is actually quite a sustainable city. It is right now replacing many of its aluminium traffic signs with bamboo traffic signs. And yes, the most you now know what's under here. The most typical Amsterdam street furniture must be the Amsterdammertje, right? The round stelen pole. Well, you see it coming. Next year, you will see them also in bamboo. Tonight, you get the scope, the first bamboo Amsterdammertje ever. Thank you.